Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Worth Marketing Weekly Roundup. I'm Matt Worth, and I'd like to start by asking you to share this video by clicking the button at the bottom of this screen. Here at Worth Marketing, we are always looking for new ways to bring small businesses and startups to the social stage and to perform well. Before I begin rounding up what has happened in the world of social this week, I want to let you know that we do have a free service available here at worthmarketing.uk, which I will tell you more about at the end of this video. During this video, please feel free to ask questions or comment. I will review and answer as many of these as possible at the end. So please do leave a message. I see that we've already got some viewers coming on board. Now, Facebook, Admiral Car Insurance, you might have heard, has had plans rejected by Facebook that would have seen the insurance company analyse customer posts to help set premiums. This scheme was intended for first-time car owners, so not too much of a worry for yourselves if you've already got your car and licensing. So Facebook have actually issued a statement to reassure users that anyone using this app is actually protected by their guidelines, which prevent information from being obtained from Facebook outside of login and verification purposes. In fact, Facebook have a specific policy stating don't use data obtained from Facebook to make decisions about eligibility, including whether to approve or reject an application on how much interest to charge on a loan. So it's pretty comprehensive. If you are thinking about using the Facebook API for insurance businesses, it might be worthwhile checking their extensive and clearly comprehensive policy statements. Now, staying with Facebook, if you love listening to music on sharing platforms, you won't be doing so much on Facebook moving forward. Dutch anti-piracy watchdog Breen has actually submitted a complaint to Facebook to remove 9 file sharing groups where thousands of music albums were being distributed without permission from the rights holders. So Facebook has since reacted to this and wiped out all 9 of the pirate groups. So if you are using their file sharing application and feature, please make sure that you do have the permission to do so from the original rights owners. Facebook is getting quite hot on that. You'll have also noticed this week a large number of people checking into Standing Rock Indian Reservation in North Dakota. Protesters believe that police were using the check-in feature originally to target demonstrators and monitor behaviour and activity. However, more than 1 million supporters have since flooded the site with their check-ins. After many attempts to utilise that, the supporters have since rendered that tactic useless. So check in or don't check in. That's what's happening in the States. Again with Facebook, it's the main platform that seems to be doing everything and anything at the moment, because they can. After many attempts to buy Snapchat and failing miserably, I think they've done, since 2012, 7 different buyout attempts or different iterations of their own version of Snapchat. And more recently, Halloween having been a couple of days ago, on Facebook Live, the photo filters and video filters for changing your face into an animation was made live. So that's an interesting development, and we'll probably see a lot more to come from Facebook Live regarding that. It'll be interesting to see what develops moving forward. Going back to America now, Twitter so the main thing going on at the moment is the elections, and it's quite interesting to see that actually in America the FBI have had one of their more dormant Twitter accounts, the FBI Records Vault, wake up to release files about Donald Trump's father, Fred Trump, in addition to records from a 15-year-old investigation into the Clinton Foundation. So if anything, this is just great timing, considering the fact that they've actually just announced that they'll be looking much closer at Hillary Clinton's emails. So it's quite an interesting event to have happened, and it's definitely worthwhile keeping an eye on Twitter for that and to see what comes out from that. Now, so Facebook are not the only ones to have integrated a number of new features, and Twitter have actually stepped up to the plate and unveiled a few more features for customer service. So similar to Facebook Messenger, which you might have noticed also this week had the opportunity to copy and paste your Messenger link, which helps for engaging more directly with your customers. You also have automated responses, so you can open up a chat. So Twitter have done this as well. They've both launched a feature where you can chat, and you can have autoresponders take place to welcome the user into the conversation, but also to have quick replies and further messages, so autoresponders when you are not available, to find out a bit more from the customer before, or the prospect, before you get into the conversation. Now, if you have just joined us, please do go ahead and click the share button below. We are reviewing the past week's social media news, which you can catch up on after this live video. Again, I do want to remind you that we are offering a free service here at worthmarketing.uk, which I will tell you more about at the end of this video. Moving on to LinkedIn now. So this is the more professional network, which I'm sure you're familiar with. It's currently in the process of being acquired by Microsoft. So LinkedIn is beginning to build something called the economic graph, which is a concept that combines your profile with LinkedIn's own analytics and data to chart your connections, the career, industry, and economy. And yesterday, so the 1st of November, for those not watching live, launched a new feature, LinkedIn Salary. So this will collect and analyse salaries globally and will let users find out about how much a particular job pays. So it could be quite interesting to keep an eye on that. Previously, we'd all used glassdoor.com if you want to find out a bit more about a company. This will give you more about an idea about the salary. So coming away from the US, coming away from Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn, let's move on to YouTube. So in the news this week, you may have seen that YouTube have finally ended a 7-year disagreement with a music rights group called GEMA. So basically GEMA have blocked YouTube for music videos, mainly because they've the members of GEMA were not getting paid the royalties that the music videos were generating. So finally, they've come to a bit of an agreement. I know that there are still some legal niggles there. However, if you want to watch live music videos and you're in Germany, you now can do so through YouTube, and all the rights payers are paying out to. All the rights owners are being paid now. Instagram, so they've recently had an outage earlier this week. I don't know if you noticed, but they came back online fairly quickly, so chances are you didn't notice anything. However, they are currently testing over, again, back in the States, so it seems that the States get everything first and we get everything second in the UK. Instagram have announced that they're testing shopping facilities through their app, which will see a handful of US retailers integrate product information into their posts with special tags, which will include a Shop Now button. Now, although Instagram will not have its own shopping cart, it's likely that they will begin looking at a feature to allow saving of items to buy later. So we probably won't see the impact of this here in the UK fairly shortly, as it will be initially only available to iOS devices within the US, with their initial handful of 20 US retailers. So touch wood, everything goes well. We should see something very similar coming over the shore to the UK, and we should be able to start utilising something like that fairly soon. I think that the first thing we will see is this, save items to buy later and add to a cart maybe at a later date. So that's from that point of view, and I think we do have to end on a bit of a sad note. Vine, I don't know if any of you are Viners out there. As you can clearly see, this is not a 6-second video, it's a little longer, but Thursday last week Twitter's video platform Vine announced that it will be shutting the app down. So if you are an avid fan of Vine, you can still access all the Vines that are available on their website, but you will not be able to upload any more Vines or any new clips. So you will be able to still access all your Vines from previously. Now I'm just having a look. We don't have any comments that I can see. I might be having some technical issues from this end, but please do leave comments or queries. Even after the video has finished being live, I will still be looking at the comments to answer anything that I can do. Now, as I did mention at the beginning of this video, we are offering a free service here at Worth Marketing where you can access our resource library by visiting the link in this video's description, and by simply providing your email address, you'll get updates, news, offers, as well as online access to our resource library. Now, we are always looking at ways of making things better for you, and as part of that, we are offering a marketing workshop from the middle of January. Places are limited. It's the first one that I've ever done, but it will be an opportunity for small businesses to engage in a workshop. So it's not your usual social media lesson as such. It's more of a case of being able to engage in a room with other business owners and to be able to understand more about what's happening in the world of social media, what you should be doing to respond to the changes in social media, as well as walking you through the absolute basics of setting yourself up and getting an efficient digital presence. Now, by all means, all of this will be covered, and if you want more information, please do get in touch. My email address is matt.worth@worthmarketing.uk. So there's no .co, it's just worthmarketing.uk. Or send me a message here. Leave a message below, and please do, as I mentioned before, press that share button, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch this live video. And remember, whatever you do, it just has to be worth marketing.